The calendar turns, and there it is. A day circled in pastel colors, celebrated in commercials with soft focus hugs and bouquets of flowers. Mother's Day. For many, it's a day of genuine warmth and appreciation. But for others, that date on the calendar lands with a heavy thud in the pit of their stomach. If you're one of those people, you're not alone. If the thought of this day brings up a complicated cocktail of guilt, anger, sadness, and obligation, this video is for you. This isn't about blaming or shaming. It's a survival guide. It's about giving you permission to protect your peace in a world that insists you perform a joy you may not feel. So let's take a deep breath together. Let's set aside the greeting card version of motherhood and talk about what's real for you. Today, we're going to unpack why this day is so uniquely painful, and more importantly, give you a counselor's framework for navigating it with your well-being intact. The trusted educator. The fundamental reason Mother's Day is so difficult is because it highlights a profound loss. It's not just about the challenging mother you have, it's about grieving the supportive, nurturing mother you needed and deserved, but never got. Society presents us with what we can call the motherhood myth, the idea that all mothers are inherently selfless, loving, and safe. When your reality doesn't match this myth, you're left feeling isolated. The world is celebrating an ideal, while you're privately mourning a reality. This day acts as an anniversary for a wound that may have never healed. It can trigger deep-seated feelings of unworthiness, or the belief that you were somehow unlovable as a child. It's not the brunch or the phone call that's the problem. It's the lifetime of emotional weight they carry. Chapter 2. Naming the dynamic. Healing begins with clarity. Difficult maternal relationships aren't all the same. Understanding the specific pattern you've experienced can be incredibly validating. Let's look at a few common composites. First, there's the critical mother. Let's imagine a character, Sarah, gets a promotion. She calls her mother, who says, "That's nice, dear. Does this mean you'll finally have enough money to fix your hair?" The compliment is a vehicle for a criticism, leaving Sarah feeling small and deflated. Then there's the emotionally unavailable mother. Imagine David is going through a painful divorce. He reaches out to his mother, and she immediately changes the subject. "Oh, that's a shame. By the way, your cousin just bought a new car." There's no space for David's pain, only a discomfort with real emotion. And the enmeshed or narcissistic mother. Her daughter Maria announces she's spending Mother's Day with her partner's family. The mother responds with, "After all I've done for you, you're abandoning me. You must not love me at all." Maria's choices are interpreted as a personal attack, making healthy separation feel impossible. If any of these scenarios feel familiar, please know that your feelings of frustration and hurt are valid. You are not imagining it, and you are not being overly sensitive. Naming the pattern is the first step toward disengaging from it. Chapter 3. Your Mother's Day Bill of Rights. In the face of obligation and guilt, it's crucial to arm yourself with permission. Think of these as your inalienable rights for this day and every day. 1. You have the right to protect your peace. Your mental and emotional health is not negotiable. If a person, place, or tradition is consistently harmful to you, you have the right to put a boundary in place to protect yourself. 2. You have the right to feel all of your feelings. Sadness, anger, indifference, relief. There is no right way to feel. Allow yourself to experience your genuine emotions without judgment. They are messengers telling you what you need. 3. You have the right to opt out. You do not have to participate in celebrations that feel inauthentic or painful. You can decline invitations, log off social media, and choose not to send a card if that is what's right for you. 4. You have the right to create your own meaning for the day. This day doesn't have to be about your mother. It can be a day for self-mothering, for honoring other nurturing figures in your life, or simply a day for rest and recovery. Chapter 4. A practical toolkit for the day. Okay, we've explored the why. Now let's get into the how. Here are 4 concrete strategies you can use to navigate Mother's Day. Strategy 1. The pre-day plan. The worst time to decide how to handle a difficult situation is when you're in it. Decide ahead of time what your ideal day looks like and what level of contact, if any, you're comfortable with. Write it down. This moves you from a reactive to a proactive position. This plan could be anything. Maybe it's, I will call her for 15 minutes at 10 a.m., and then I will go for a hike. Or I will send a text in the morning, and then put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Or I will have zero contact and spend the day with my chosen family. The power is in the decision. Strategy 2. Limited and structured contact. If you choose to have contact, you are in charge of the container. Instead of an open-ended visit that could last for hours, suggest a structured activity with a clear end time. I'd love to take you for coffee from 1 to 2 p.m. Meeting in a public place can also be a helpful buffer, as people are often on better behavior. For phone calls, set a gentle time limit from the start. Hi, Mom. I've got about 20 minutes before I have to run, but I wanted to call and wish you a happy Mother's Day. You are setting the boundary kindly and firmly. Strategy 3. Prepare your responses. Difficult family members often have predictable patterns. They might ask intrusive questions, make passive-aggressive comments, or try to guilt trip you. Anticipate these and have a few neutral, pre-planned responses ready. These are called gray rock phrases. They're polite but boring, and they don't give the other person anything to latch onto. Phrases like, "That's an interesting perspective," or "I'll have to think about that," or simply changing the subject. Anyway, have you seen that new show everyone is talking about? Strategy 4. Reclaim and reframe the day. This is perhaps the most powerful strategy. Instead of a day of dread, turn it into a day of intentional self-nurturing. What would the ideal, loving mother do for you today? Do that for yourself. Buy yourself flowers. Take yourself on a date to a museum or a movie. Cook your favorite meal. Spend time in nature. Connect with friends who feel like family. By creating a new ritual, you dilute the power of the old pain and build new, positive associations with the day. Let's put this all together into a few actionable steps you can take this week. This is your homework for your own well-being. First, decide your level of engagement. Before the weekend, sit down and choose one of 3 paths for the day. Full but structured contact, limited contact, like a text or short call, or protective no contact. There is no wrong answer. The only right answer is the one that honors your needs. Second, plan your anchor. Regardless of which path you choose, plan one activity for the day that is purely for you, something that will ground you and bring you a sense of peace or joy. This is your anchor. It could be a walk, a bath, a call with a supportive friend, or watching your favorite comfort movie. Third, schedule a post-day debrief. The emotional hangover from a day like this is real. Plan something supportive for Monday. This could be a scheduled therapy session, a coffee date with a friend who gets it, or dedicated time to journal about your experience. Acknowledge that you may need time to recover. Healing from a difficult maternal relationship is a marathon, not a sprint. This one day does not define your worth, your capacity to love, or your ability to build a beautiful life for yourself, filled with healthy, nurturing relationships. Your courage in even watching this video, in seeking a different way to experience this day, is a testament to your strength and your commitment to your own healing. You are your own best parent now, and you are doing a wonderful job. Please remember, this content is for educational purposes and is not a substitute for professional therapy. If you are struggling, reaching out to a qualified mental health professional can provide personalized support on your journey. If this guide resonated with you or gave you a sense of validation, consider subscribing to Shad Counseling. We're here to provide compassionate guidance for life's most complex relationships. Take good care of yourself this weekend.